Hello my dear students, let us start today's class. In our previous two classes we have learnt about object is at rest or in motion, and we discussed different examples of moving object. Then we learnt about the different type of motions and their examples. Then we have learnt about distance and displacement, and here distance is the scalar quantity and displacement is the vector quantity. And we have to remember their unit. In CJ system it is centimeter and in SI unit it is meter. Next we have learned about speed and velocity, and speed is a scalar quantity and velocity is a vector quantity, and we have learned their unit also. Both unit in CJ system is centimeter per second and for SI unit it is meter per second. Now let me discuss today's first topic, that I want to discuss the solution for the assignment 1 which I have given in last class. First problem, we have to find out the total distance covered by Anil. So Anil travels towards north 5 km. Now let us consider he started from O and reaches point A traveling 5 km. Then he travels towards west 3 km, and let us consider he reaches to the point B, and then he travels towards south 2 km and final point is C. So the total distance covered here will be OA plus AB plus BC, that is 5 plus 3 plus 2 km, and total distance here will be 10 km. Now for the second problem, a car drives 80 meters forward. Means here we have to consider it's moving along a straight path in the forward direction. So displacement and distance will be same. So answer will be true. Now for third question, speed is equals to distance by time. So the option will be number B, that is distance. Question number 4, speed is the magnitude of velocity. Now, if we consider velocity without its direction, means any object moving along a straight path, then if we neglect its direction, its magnitude will give us the speed. So, the answer will be true. Now for question number 5, under what conditions is the magnitude of the average velocity and the average speed is equal? So if any object moving along a straight path, then only their magnitude of average velocity and average speed will be equal. Clear? Now today we will discuss first some numericals about speed and velocity. So then our concept will become more clear about speed and velocity. Next, we will start discussion about acceleration and its unit and its mathematical expression. And finally, we will discuss one numerical regarding acceleration. Now, before going to solve the numericals related to speed and velocity, let us recall the mathematical expression what we have learnt already, what will help us to solve the numericals. Now we already have learned speed is equals to distance by time and average speed is equals to total distance by time, and velocity is the displacement by time and average velocity is total displacement by time. Now let us consider our first numerical. Number 1, a boy is running on a straight road. He runs 500 meters towards north in 2 minutes 10 seconds and then turns back and runs 200 meters in 1 minute. Calculate his average speed and magnitude of average velocity during first 2 minutes 10 seconds, and next his average speed and magnitude of average velocity during the whole journey. Now let us start. Here let us consider the boy started from the point O, and during first 2 minutes and 10 seconds he reaches to point A. So for the first part of the numerical, we will consider the total distance traveled by the boy is OA, that is 500 meter, and therefore total distance is 500 meter here, and total time is 2 minutes 10 seconds. So total time is 130 seconds. So always remember, we will use the unit what we have discussed in our unit system in our previous class. Always we will use the SI system to solve our numericals. Distance we will measure in the unit of meter and time in second. If time is given in terms of minute or hour, always we have to convert it into seconds. So here total time is 130 seconds. Now the magnitude will be same as the distance as the boy is moving along a straight path. So for the first condition, magnitude of displacement is also 500 meter. So average speed will be total distance by total time, that is 500 meter by 130 the meter per second, that is 3.8 meter per second. And magnitude of average velocity will be also 500 by 130, that is 3.85 meter per second. Now for these examples shows that the average speed is equals to the average velocity of the motion as they are in a same direction in a straight path, along a straight path. Clear? Now for the second part of the numerical, the boy returns back from A to B along the same path but in a opposite direction. So now his final position is B. So what will be the total distance here? Total distance will be 500 plus 200 meter, that is 700 meter, and total time will be 130 second plus 60 seconds, that is 190 second. But what will be the magnitude of total displacement? See, here initial point is O and final point is B. So the displacement will be the shortest distance between O and B, that is 500 minus 200 or 300 meter. Therefore, the average velocity will be 300 by 190 meter per second or 1.58 meter per second. And average speed will be 700 by 190 meter per second, that is 3.68 meter per second. See these examples, from these examples we can understand the concept speed is greater than the magnitude of average velocity if the directions of motion changes. Clear? Now let us consider our second numerical. A train travels the first 30 km of 120 km track with a uniform speed of 30 km per hour. What should be the speed of the train to cover the remaining distance of the track so that its average speed is 60 km per hour for the entire trip? So let us consider the total distance the train have to cover is AC, that is 120 km. Now first 30 km the train travels with uniform speed, that is 30 km per hour. So after 30 km the point is here we have considered B. Clear? So now let us consider time taken to travel first 30 km is equals to T1. Now here which formula we will use? we will use speed equals to distance by time. If speed equals to distance by time, listen very carefully. If speed is equals to distance by time, then time will be distance by speed. Clear? So here time t1 will be distance by speed. We know the value of distance, that is 30 kilometer, and uniform speed for first 30 kilometer is 30 kilometer per hour. So we will just substitute the values, and what time we will get for travel the first 30 kilometer will be t1 will be equals to 1 hour. Now total distance is given here 120 kilometer, but already the trains travel 30 kilometer path, so the remaining path is 90 kilometer. For next 90 kilometer we don't know the speed of the train. Now let us consider v is the speed of the train with which it travels the remaining distance of 90 kilometer. Now the time taken to travel next 90 kilometer, t2 will be 90 by v. Here we have used the relation, the speed equals to distance by time, means time is equals to distance by speed. Clear? Now what is average speed? We have to calculate average speed. Average speed is total distance by total time. Here total distance is 120 kilometer and total time will be t1 plus t2. And t1 already we have calculated 1 hour and t2 equals to 90 by v hour. So we will substitute this value in our relation, and already here in the numerical given the average speed of the train will be 60 kilometer per hour. So we will substitute all the values and we will get the speed of the train for the remaining path is 90 kilometer per hour. Clear? Now we will start our next very important topic, that is acceleration. Now let us consider if any object is moving with non-uniform velocity, means it's either it increases its velocity or it can decreases its velocity. Then we will consider its acceleration. So first let us discuss what is acceleration. Acceleration of an object is defined as the change in velocity per unit time, or acceleration of an object is the rate of change of velocity. So whenever any object is moving with non-uniform velocity, then we have to consider the change in velocity and total time taken for that change. And if we divide this change in velocity to time, will get rate of change of velocity, means in unit second what is the change in velocity. That is known as acceleration. Now let us consider any moving object. Initially it is at point A and it is moving with initial velocity u, and finally it is at B. After time t it is at B and its final velocity is v. So time taken for this change from u to v is t. What is the change in velocity? Change in velocity is v minus u. Therefore acceleration, which we will denote by a, small a, is equals to v minus u by t. Now we can neglect the vector sign and write the same relation as a equals to v minus u by t. This is the mathematical expression to find out the acceleration of any moving object. Now what will be the unit of acceleration? Unit of acceleration will be unit of velocity by unit of time. So in CGS system, unit of velocity we all know it is centimeter by second and unit of time is second. So CGS unit of acceleration will be centimeter by second square. And in SI system it will be meter per second square. And as acceleration is the change in rate of change in velocity, therefore acceleration is also a vector quantity. Now some students sometimes have some misconception about acceleration. They just think acceleration is just velocity by time. But actually it is not the velocity by time. It is the change in velocity by time. Clear? So if initially the object is at rest, then initial velocity is u is equals to 0 and final velocity will be v. Then acceleration, the mathematical expression will be equals to v by t. But that means not that we will not consider acceleration is velocity by time. You remember it nicely. Acceleration is rate of change in velocity by rate of change in velocity. That is change in velocity by time. And it is a vector quantity. Now let us discuss one numericals related to acceleration. A bus starts from rest and attains a speed of 36 km per hour in 10 minutes while moving with uniform acceleration. Calculate the acceleration of the bus. Now bus starts from rest means we have to consider the initial velocity u is equals to 0 and final velocity v is equals to 36 km per hour. Always if any unit, any value is given in any other system, we have to convert the unit into SI system. Means here kilometer per hour we have to convert into meter per second. Kilometer per hour means kilometer we will multiply by 1000, it will become meter, and by hour 1 hour equals to 3600 second. So we will just substitute the value. We will get v is equals to 10 meter per second. Now total time taken t is 10 minutes which is equals to 600 second. Now what will be the acceleration? The formula of acceleration a is equals to v minus u by t. Just we will substitute the value of v and u, and what we will get the acceleration? Acceleration is 1 by 60 meter per second square. Clear? Now I am giving assignment for today. You just solve the numerical assignment and submit it before time. And regarding today's class, if you have any doubt, don't hesitate. Just text me in my WhatsApp number. I will contact you back. Wherever you are sending your homework, you write your name and section also. Thank you for today.